What is going on, fight fans? Oh my goodness. What did we just watch? This is amazing. And we have to talk about it, even though I'm almost at a loss for words, because he's validating everything that the numbers on Shakur is telling us. He is probably from another planet in terms of his skill, his boxing IQ, his reflexes, and his hand-eye coordination. Let's get right into it. This is Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. So once again, I got my prediction correct. To the T. I said that this will be completely easy. This is one of the easiest predictions that I have to do because Shakur is just that good. Now, before I get into breaking down what we saw, which was, oh my goodness, absolutely amazing, I'm going to talk about something real quick, just real quick. The fact that people, they can't conceptualize somebody being good unless they're given like the black and white print of like, hey, look, he beat him, therefore he is good. They can't visualize or understand somebody being good and displaying a crazy amount of skill and understanding that that person is otherworldly. It's not just about the skill that they display. That is incredibly impressive, but the numbers that reciprocate how impressive they truly are. Things that reciprocate that. For example, Shakur was the first U.S. Olympian to win the silver medal in over 17 years. That is insane. Nearly 2 decades, no U.S. Olympian was able to do it until Shakur. And in my opinion, the gold medal fight, he was robbed because he completely outboxed the person. The person barely touched him, but for some reason, the judges gave it to his opponent. That Olympic committee in terms of boxing is actually being investigated right now because of bribery and judging that was going on during the Olympics. So it isn't a far stretch to say that something could have also happened to Shakur. But that's besides the point because he also went to the pros and was one of the fastest to win a world title. Only slower than Lomachenko, who did it in 3 fights, but Shakur did it without a loss. Lomachenko lost his first fight to Orlando Salido and just was given a fast track to the title. Shakur won all his fights and then won a vacant title. And he's also one of the youngest, only behind Devin Haney to win a world title. So you couple all of that and then you add on top that he has a world record plus minus CompuBox numbers in terms of how much he hits his opponents and how accurate he is versus how much his opponents miss him completely and don't hit him. Having one of those accolades will be like, oh, that's impressive. Oh, he got the silver medal. That's impressive. Oh, he got good plus minus. That's impressive. Oh, he won the world title at an incredibly young age, only behind Devin Haney. That's impressive. Oh, he won it super fast, only behind Lomachenko. That's impressive. But when you put them all together, it should tell you the narrative and the story of how good he really is. And then when you see all of that stuff and you look at him in ring, it just shows you that he has skills that's literally from another planet. Now let's get into this fight. This is the only prediction where I'm not even like, yeah, I got it, because it was that easy. I expected this, so I don't even really want credit for this prediction. Although all my predictions are fire. Even if you go back 5 years, you can see I was never wrong. The only prediction I got wrong was Gennady beating Canelo in the first fight, which he really did beat him. But they took it away and from Gennady and called it a draw. So other than that, all my predictions is killer on my channel. All of them have been completely correct. Yes, all 5 years, all of them completely correct. Anyways, Shakur did something amazing. He was able to fight a fight that people wanted him to fight, even though he didn't have to do it. He was able to just throw massive combinations, push forward, and he even showed everyone, listen, I'm super elite on the inside as well, which was also an intelligent strategy that he was using against Jamel, because Jamel, in many other fighters' thoughts of how can we beat Shakur, one of the things is, well, take away him going on the outside and let's make it rough. Let's put it on the inside. Let's clinch up and let's throw some shots. And Jamel was doing that. But Shakur showed him, I'm super elite in here too. I could be elite on the outside, but I could be elite on the inside as well. And that's exactly what Shakur did. So that deterred Jamel from kind of tackling that strategy full force. He was trying his best, and he was getting a lot of and he was getting a lot of body shots in while they were in the clinch, because that's really the only time he's going to get clean shots and definite shots is when he's in that kind of scenario where he has his arms tied up a little bit and he could shoot some stuff to the body. But in terms of the movement, the reaction times, the reads, there were certain feints that Shakur would do in certain angles, and Jamel will dip to his left. So Shakur did a quick feint and a shot, not where Jamel Herring's head was, but where it went to. And it was so fast that you can tell that Shakur already knew that the head placement was going to be there. Shakur also has incredible hand-eye coordination. So even if you want to take away his reads and you want to move your head in a wild way, his ability to track your head, his head tracking, is elite and world-class and in another level. So he could just track your head and he knows where your head is going to end up, and then he could throw his shots from there. He's also incredibly smart at hitting you at the reset. So when you think everything is all right, it's time to reset, he'll launch an attack on you, and that messes with you psychologically because you were trying to calm down. You were trying to reset and get back into motion. So you break and you're like boom, 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 and you just get hit. It's like, bro, what the heck? Let me get back into my groove. No, he'll take you off rhythm. He will hit you off rhythm. You don't know when his punches are coming. Your blocking is obsolete because he knows how to punch inside your guard, in between your guard, around your guard. There's no point in blocking when you're fighting Shakur Stevenson. He will look at your block and he will create an arsenal, a punch sequence that gets completely through your guard. A punch sequence that will go completely through your guard. He sees every single opening where his gloves can fit, and he goes for it. Around your guard from the inside, under the elbows, uppercut, around your guard on the left side. It doesn't matter. And then he also sees what your arms do when his combinations start landing, and he immediately can tell when you open up, and he comes straight down the pipe. Shakur Stevenson appears to be impossible to beat. He appears to be impossible to beat, and it is not a hyperbole. It is not me exaggerating. There's too much skills. Floyd Mayweather did not even have the plus minus that Shakur Stevenson had or has at this time of his career. And you can say, oh no, but don't you compare Floyd. I'm comparing Floyd fighting in his early career. I'm talking about Floyd's early career plus minus record is not better than Shakur Stevenson's plus minus record. Let that sink in. It is possible that Shakur will write himself in history as a better defensive fighter than Floyd. All we need to do is see him against the big guys to solidify that. It has to be on paper. But from what we see, he connects more and gets hit less than Floyd Mayweather. And that's incredibly impressive. Jamel had nothing for Shakur Stevenson. Whatever he tried, the best thing to do with fighters like this, there's a Mayweather effect there, is you have to make it ugly. You have to make it incredibly weird, wild, and basically disrespect everything you've even learned to try to connect enough against Shakur. Because if you don't, he will read every single thing. You just have to make it ugly and hope one of those things land, and hope that what you land rocks him enough so now you can do some work and try to get him out of there. That is the only thing that you can do with Shakur Stevenson. Every single fight he's going to be in will be a one-sided fight. And I'm saying it right now, I don't care what people say. I have him number 9 now in my pound for pound list. Out of respect to the process of pound for pound list, I didn't have him on there until he beat Jamel Herring. But he's not jumping into 10. He's jumping into 9. And I have him beating easily. I'm saying it right. You're hearing it from Boxing Fanatico right now. I have him beating them easily. Everyone at 135. Yes, everyone at 135. That's Tank Davis. That's Devin Haney. That's Ryan Garcia. That's Teofimo Lopez. That's Lomachenko. That's all 5 of those guys. I see him beating them easily. Not, he could get a win out for them. Easily. You have to couple every single thing, all the accolades, put them together, plus the skill, plus the reflexes, plus the hand-eye coordination, plus the intelligence, plus the intelligence and ring IQ is too much. It's too much. Shakur Stevenson will be the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. It's literally just a matter of time. No one on the pound for pound list, in my opinion, has as much skill as Shakur Stevenson. No one. And history will write itself. And we will see it come to fruition. Because there's no way that man is going to lose to anybody. It doesn't matter. He's going to beat every single person he ever faces. And he will end his career undefeated. This is Edward from Boxing Fanatico. And I'll see you in the next one.